Last year, you were kind of thrust into some action against Duke and Virginia that time of the season. And I remember Coach Bateman talking about how they had to coach you up and get you ready, and you ended up playing well. You kind of faced a similar situation here this last week where you hadn't played a whole lot, and you got the start against NC State. Can you kind of tell us how you mentally are able to go from one role to an extreme different role and able to handle it on the field the way you have these last 2 years?
I wouldn't necessarily say I switched roles. I just always just play with my head down. I keep my head down and I just keep working. Like that's just how I am as a person. My work ethic is just like continuously uh just ongoing. So I wouldn't say I just switched roles or anything, but I say I had to step up. Uh we do the same thing in practice as a starter, so it wasn't really nothing new to me. But when I got in and like bringing it into the game, it was like it was really refreshing and like reassuring for me. So that's what that
How
was.
much how much more do you enjoy game film when you're out on the field for 60 something snaps as opposed to not?
Uh, I don't know. I'm probably more like critiquing myself, but like when I'm not playing, I feel like I can learn a lot from watching the other corners. So that's what I recently been doing. But seeing myself, I try not to critique myself as much because I can be really hard on myself sometimes. So I just kind of listen to my coaching points and stuff like that.
Cool. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
All right, Greg Barnes, go ahead.
Hey, Dede. Thanks for joining us. You saw a lot of action against Virginia last year. Just curious how that experience and some other games that you played in last year kind of helped you throughout the offseason and got you ready for this year.
Can you say that again? It was kind of low.
You played against Virginia a lot last year, got a lot of snaps, and there's some other games as well. But how did those experiences kind of set you up to be able to contribute the way you have this year?
Um, like I said, I'm always gradually working with my head down. I don't really complain. I don't like to complain much. I was taught and raised throughout high school not to complain or blame anybody for anything that's going on, like as far as what I can control. So knowing what I can control and knowing what I'm capable of and capable of doing, and I just go out there with that confidence and I'll be ready to go.
What we talked to Jay Bateman about this last week, but what is the challenge of defending a running quarterback and how difficult can that be?
Uh, it's not really difficult. I would say you would have to fill the box more, so you will have to rely on your corners and your DBs to play more man principles. But I wouldn't say you necessarily have to. Um, with the players we have, I feel like we got great speed, uh, great discipline, and I just think we can get it done without taking that extra step.
Thank you.
All right, Gregory Hall, go ahead.
Hey, Day. Mac yesterday was asked about what position group he was maybe most concerned about at the mid-season point, and he said the secondary, not necessarily because of skill, but with Patrice Renee having to be evaluated, with Storm Duck out. I was just curious your thoughts on where the secondary is halfway through the season.
The secondary, I would say we know we have to bring it every game. We know we have to bring it every practice. We know it's like the defense is like we're a leg of the defense. Like we need the secondary to play good. So knowing that, I think we just like lock in more. We watch more film. Practice is more like focused. And we just try to get a better understanding of our plays before, we don't want to go out there and make no mistakes or like blow a coverage or something like that. So we just lock in.
Where do you think you guys need to improve?
As far as improvement, I'll say our discipline. Our discipline. A lot of times we try to look for the quarterback and look for the ball to be thrown because we try to make plays. Like last week, we were talking about turnovers a lot. We were just trying to make plays. So I think watching our man, I think our man's going to take us to our ball. So if we just have good eye discipline, I think that'll be we'll have a better secondary.
Thank you.
All right, Ross Martin, go ahead.
Hey, I was wondering how much y'all are being like, how does it work to get cross-trained at different positions in the secondary? How does that work with people working from nickel to safety to cornerback during practice?
Uh, the first group, you'll be with the preferred. I guess you'll be with the preferred position. So if I was working at nickel, probably with the first group, I'll be working with the nickel. But the second group, if I'm still at corner as well, I can be working with the corner. So we just kind of split reps, and then individual practices, we'll get some here, some there. It's just maintaining and working on both of them.
Cool. And what do you want us to call you or write when we write your name? I mean, you were Deandre during your recruitment, and now Ladacion or Day Day. What do you want and why?
I wanted my full name Ladacion because all my life I never really went by Ladacion, and that's my name. So I feel like I should start embracing that. Like elementary school is when it kind of went left. My teachers weren't pronouncing it right, and my mom was just like, "All right, just call him Deandre." And then boom. So Deandre carried with me throughout middle school, high school. And then I got to college and I was like, man, it's not really my name, but it's my name. But I really want people to know like my name is Ladacion. But my grandma gave me the name Day Day, and I've been really like holding on to that one. I love it, and I love her. And so Day Day and Ladacion, that's fine. Deandre, that's fine as well. Okay. So y'all make it up. Y'all do what y'all want to do.
Okay, cool. Thanks, man.
Sure.
All right, Taylor Vippolis, go ahead.
Hey, Day. On the first drive of the NC State game, when you get the start, you made a huge tackle on third down to get the team off the field. How big was that for your confidence going forward?
It was really big. I was fired up afterwards because like I was reading, like I was able to read like and know and understand what was happening at the moment. So I saw the quarterback off, and I was like, I didn't really feel threatened by him. So it's kind of like a 2-on-1 with the front receiver. Then I got my eyes in the backfield. I told y'all we've been working on eye discipline. I got my eyes in the backfield real quick, and then I just saw, it was Wildcat, so he was coming to run. He wasn't really looking to throw. So I just closed in on it, made a good tackle, and yeah, that was it.
And then Sam has talked about it before, and I've seen some conflicting reports on social media between you and Jalil Taylor. Who's the best Madden player on the team?
On the team, I have to give it to, it's out of Josh Henderson and Eugene Asante.
Appreciate it.
I ain't played them in a minute. I got to play them and see where I'm at on the team, but it's a lot of good players on Madden on the team.
All right, last one here from CL Brown. Go ahead, CL.
Hey, Ladacion, I just wanted to get your opinion on some of the younger guys on the defensive unit, like Rucker or Evans or Murphy, just in terms of how far have you seen him progress since August till now? And like what level of confidence do you feel like they're at in being able to come in and get reps and have confidence executing what they need to do?
Coming in as a freshman, it's always you always want to meet all expectations. So you're always uptight. You don't want to make any mistakes. You want to get on the field as fast as possible. I feel like they just been learning and really soaking in what the older guys have been teaching them and what the coaches have been teaching them. So when it comes down to their opportunity, I feel like they're ready to go. Like there's nothing to be scared of, nothing to be worried about. Like we already soaked in all the information that we can take in. We learn from the older guys, we learn from the vets. So let's just go out and do what they said and see how it goes.
All right, and I forgot who I asked, but this was back like at the end of the fall camp when I asked about the best trash talkers on the team, or at least in the secondary versus receivers kind of battle, and your name came up. What's your mentality? What's your philosophy in finding stuff to say to kind of get under somebody's skin?
Well, I'm from Florida. Growing up, high school, like it was always like just rowdied up, playing around, just funny. A lot of funny guys around me. So when I'm out there, it's like I don't mean it personal, but I want you to feel some type of way. Like, I want you to get a little mad and get off your game. I want you to, you know what I'm saying? So, because I know my receivers, they're going to go out there, they're going to do their thing. I don't really talk too much when I'm on the field. It's more when I'm off the field. Because I know my receivers going to do their thing, and I know how a DB mind works. So I'm trying to get the DBs off their game a little bit, and I feel like it's low-key been working.